In the heart of Willow Creek, a small, peaceful town tucked away from the bustle of city life, stood a charming two-story farmhouse. White picket fence, wide front porch, a home that whispered of safety and comfort. When the Henderson family moved in, they thought they had found their dream. To them, the house was affordable, quiet, and carried the kind of rustic charm most families only wished for. What they didn't know was that, 35 years earlier, it had been the scene of one of the town's darkest unsolved crimes. In 1988, the Harper family, John, his wife Marlene, and their teenage daughter, were brutally attacked in that very house. John was found stabbed in the kitchen, Marlene in the hallway leading to the stairs, and their daughter, discovered in her bedroom, the door locked from the inside. She had tried to hide. No weapon was ever recovered. No fingerprints. No forced entry. And most chilling of all, the front door was still locked from within. The case froze the town in terror. Some whispered it was the work of a drifter. Others believed it was someone they knew. The police questioned neighbors and relatives, but no one was ever charged. The case faded into legend, gathering dust in the cold case files. For the Hendersons, it started small. A door left ajar when no one had opened it. The faint sound of footsteps upstairs when the family was gathered in the living room. At first, they joked about the house being haunted. But then items began disappearing. Keys, photographs, even their son's favorite toy. Weeks later, some of these objects would reappear in odd places, lined up neatly on the kitchen counter, or placed on the staircase as if waiting to be noticed. One night, Mrs. Henderson was awakened by a sound, breathing. Heavy, deliberate breathing coming from the hallway. She woke her husband, but by the time he checked, the house seemed still. A few days later, their youngest daughter told them about the man who watches from the window. When asked to describe him, she simply said, "He never blinks." Shaken, the Hendersons contacted police. A quiet investigation revealed something the family hadn't known. Neighbors occasionally spotted a man lingering near the property, sometimes sitting in an old truck, headlights off, staring at the house. Rumors spread. Some claimed it was the original killer. Others said it was someone obsessed with the old crime. But no one ever got close enough to confirm his identity. The Hendersons eventually fled the house, leaving behind furniture, clothes, and even unopened boxes. They refused to return. To this day, the murders remain unsolved, and the farmhouse sits abandoned. Some say the killer still lives in Willow Creek, blending in as a neighbor, a store clerk, maybe even the man who waves as you drive by. Because the most terrifying part of this story isn't the ghost of the past. It's that the murderer may still be alive, watching, waiting, and ready to strike again.